All right, so you may be asking yourself what's going on here. Well, I'm combining exercise and gaming by using Cat VR sensors, the Loco S sensors. So when I move my feet in game, it moves my character. I'm also using virtual buttons through this program called Game VR Room, which unfortunately is no longer listed in the Steam store. Hopefully when Steam comes out with Steam Frame, we'll get something similar to it. But what happens is, and I'll show you here, is I have virtual buttons in this virtual environment. I'm seeing this big screen in front of me, so it's not in VR. It's basically a big movie theater, and what we're going to do is we're going to control aiming with the mouse. Now you can absolutely aim with the controllers, but it's really hard. You can set it up to mimic a regular like PlayStation controller, or you can use kind of like an air mouse. This controller will be like an air mouse and you can move it around. I'm using the Waze sensor on my wrist because I had an issue with it shutting off. It has a feature to save the battery, so it gets more movement when my wrist is going back and forth. So to stay competitive on a game like Arc Raiders, and I'm by no means any good at first-person shooters, I'm still not good with this setup, but to stay competitive and still get some exercise, I'm using the exercise bike. So let me show you here. I can crouch by using those keys on the keyboard. I can do the roll, whatever which way I want to go, and then when I start moving my feet, that's when my character starts moving. And then if I kind of do this quick step, it gets me into a sprint. So adds to a little bit of the immersion. And then we're also going to get a sprint over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to this case and I'm going to reach in my environment, and that helps me loot. So the buttons that I have are flashlight. I can activate that. I can go to my inventory, go back out of my inventory. I can switch weapons. I can go to my pickaxe, and I can go unarmed. So the real cool button that I have that I like the most is when I switch to the gun and I'm shooting, especially with this gun, and then I reload and kind of slap the reload button because there's a virtual button right in front of me, and it mimics this gun pretty well. Looks pretty cool. So yeah, we can move around, go into our crouch. We need to roll, we can roll. And then when we start walking again, we're just going to activate it with the exercise bike. So real quick, I want to show off the weird setup. I'm using controllers on my arms, and this activates the virtual buttons. This is the waist sensor, and like I said, it's not on my waist. If you were playing standing up and you were moving around and twisting a lot, this wouldn't go off. It wouldn't have that feature. But since I'm on an exercise bike and I'm kind of still, it doesn't get enough movement, so it wants to shut off to save battery. I don't know if Cat VR maybe has a tweak to this. And then also, these are the ankle sensors. You're going to wear these on each leg, so you're going to have a left and a right. And this is what starts the movement when you're moving on the exercise bike. So hopefully you think this is cool. I may do some videos, may do some streaming. So if you enjoy this content and want to see more of it, please consider following or subscribing. I would appreciate it, but that's it for me. Thanks, I'm out. Peace.